Good morning, everyone. And happy Veterans Day to everyone here. Mayor DeLascio and his wife attended a conference today in Baltimore, so he asked me to fill in his stead. Each year on this day, we gather together to show respect, our love, and above all, our appreciation to those men and women who have served their country with valiance and distinction. And to those men and women whose bravery has stood on the front lines of freedom, what we honor today is the liberty we have every day. Some have had the privilege of coming home to enjoy the fruits of their service. Others have paid the ultimate sacrifice, leaving a hero's legacy inscribed on the walls of our monuments and embedded into our hearts and our souls. Each day brings us new opportunity. Each day offers the promise of liberty, the inheritance of our forebears whose dream for a free society would lay the foundation for a peaceful world. So long as there are those who wish us harm, who would attack our way of life, and whose intentions would serve to take away the freedoms we cherish and honor, there will always be a veteran who has stood in their way. And so every day is Veterans Day, for each day brings with it the freedoms we so value, the liberty of mankind, and the chance to show that no man or woman will ever have served in vain. And in the words of Elmer Davis, this nation will remain the land of the free only as long as it is the home of the brave. Thank you, everyone.
Commissioner James Russo.
Thank you all for being here today on this Veterans on Arms Day. We are gathered here today to honor those who have fought as members of the armed forces. Some veterans have endured great hardships. Some have been separated from their families, and some have experienced the horrors of war. Regardless of their circumstances, they all sacrifice something so that we can enjoy the freedoms we have today. So today, with deep gratitude and respect, we're here to thank all those who have fought for our freedom. Thank you, and God bless you.
I would just like to say a few words before we continue. I would like to thank everyone for coming out to celebrate Veterans Day. I would also like to thank everyone in the town of Lyndhurst for showing their support. As a proud commander of the Veterans Alliance, I would like to speak about our veterans organizations. The Veterans of Foreign Wars, American Legion, the Vietnam Vets of America, and the AMVETS. Those veteran brothers and sisters are here to make sure that every man and woman returning home from active duty will be treated with the respect they deserve. We want to make sure they get the support and assistance they may need from our government. We also want to educate our young people about patriotism, honor, and respect. For those who are not aware, I would like to point out the dedication that was made 9/11/2010 for one of our fallen brothers, United States Marine Captain James A. Mortisi, a true patriot, which you could see on the bench. We dedicated the bench to him. Lastly, I would like always support the members of our Lyndhurst Homeland Security, our police, fire department, EMS, and all our volunteers. Thank you all for coming, and I really appreciate the students' participation. For the American Legion, Chaplain Charlie Zuliani will now say an American's prayer.
What is a vet? Some veterans bear visible signs of their service. A missing limb, a jagged scar, a certain look in the eye. Others may carry the evidence inside them. A pin holding a bone together, a piece of shrapnel in the leg, or perhaps another sort of inner steel, the soul's ally forged in the refinery of adversity. Except in parades, however, the men and women who have kept America safe wear no badge or emblem. They can't tell a vet just by looking. What is a vet? He is the cop on the beat who spent 6 months in Saudi Arabia sweating 2 gallons a day making sure the armor personnel carriers didn't run out of fuel. He is the barroom loudmouth, dumber than 5 wooden planks, whose overgrown frat boy behavior is outweighed 100 times in the cosmic scales by 4 hours of exquisite bravery near the 38th parallel. She or he is the nurse who fought against futility and went to sleep sobbing every night for 2 solid years in Da Nang. He is the POW who went away one person and came back another, or didn't come back at all. He is the drill instructor who has never seen combat, but has saved countless lives by turning slouchy, no-account rednecks and gang members into Marines, and teaching them to watch each other's backs. He is the parade-riding legionnaire who pins on his ribbons and medals with a prosthetic hand. He is the career quartermaster who watches the ribbons and medals pass him by. He is the 3 anonymous heroes in the Tomb of the Unknowns, whose presence at the Arlington National Cemetery must forever preserve the memory of all the anonymous heroes whose valor dies unrecognized with them on the battlefield or in the ocean's sunless deep. He is the old guy bagging groceries at the supermarket, palsied now and aggravatingly slow, who helped liberate a Nazi death camp and who wishes all day long that his wife were still alive to hold him with the nightmare when the nightmares come. He is an ordinary and yet an extraordinary human being, a person who offered some of his life's most vital years in the service of his country, and who sacrificed his ambitions so others would not have to sacrifice theirs. He is a soldier and a savior and a sword against the darkness, and he is nothing more than the finest, greatest testimony on behalf of the finest, greatest nation ever known. It is the soldier, not the reporter, who has given us freedom of the press. It is the soldier, not the poet, who has given us freedom of speech. It is the soldier, not the campus organizer, who has given us freedom to demonstrate. It is the soldier who salutes the flag, who serves beneath the flag, and whose coffin is draped by the flag, who allows the protesters to burn the flag. So remember, each time you see someone who has served our country, just lean over and say, thank you. That's all most people need. And in most cases, it will mean more than the medals they could have been awarded or awarded. 2 little words that mean a lot. Thank you.